Hello, I am Vicente and I'm going to show you today how to use Make's new Functions module, which is really nice because you're going to be able to replace all of those ugly formulas that you have been using to format, to work with dates, numbers and strings inside of your Make mappings. Why this is cool? Because now, in a very visual way, as Make is, you're going to be able to implement these functions and it's going to make your life easier. Why? Number one, maintenance. Anybody else who opens the scenario is going to be able to understand easier what those functions are doing. Another cool thing is that you can stack them, you can chain them. As you can see here, you can put one right after the other in one module. Third is that you are not going to consume credits. So they are free to use. Since it uses the same logic as the backend uses for mappings, it's not going to consume credits, which is really nice. And lastly is that you're going to be able to treat them as modules. So they have an input and an output. You are not going to have to, as I have here, put a lot of formulas, weird things inside of a set multiple variables or maybe in the mapping of another module. It's going to be a module itself. Let me show you how I'm going to replace it in my scenario, which cleans data of a message and a venue name for partnerships of restaurants that we receive. Okay, some context. We got partners registering through this form, and when they do, they land on this table base. What happens after this? I have this flow which is going to validate the submission using Claude, which is going to decide if this submission is valid or not valid. For instance, you see here, if it's a test, it's going to be invalid, or if the request is a personal request, it's not valid for us. So I have this flow which basically using AI is going to filter those requests, and then for the ones that are valid, it's going to send a Slack message. This Slack message is using a thing called blocks, which means that it's formatting the data in a specific way to make it interactive. These Slack's blocks use code, and what happens when the data of the submission is dirty, that has special characters, or the person writes it weird, such as I'm going to do here, and the scenario is going to break. So I must clean this data first. What happened? Over time, I added replace on top, and now this is ugly. If somebody after me comes to try to debug this, they are not going to understand it. So we're going to replace the cleaning of the message and the venue name using the new formulas module. Okay, first we need to know which variables we want to clean. We want to clean message and venue name. Okay. And we need to name them message formatted and venue name formatted, because that's what we use here in the Slack blocks. As you can see here, message formatted and venue name formatted. Great. So what we are doing here is replacing any double quotes, any single quotes, and any new lines and tabs, spaces. And I'm going to show you what happens when the data comes in dirty. I'm just going to add the message, and I'm just going to add the venue name. Perfect. So now there's no cleaning in place. If I submit this submission where I added like some quotes, this should break it a lot. And also in the message, we're going to add them. And we can see what happened in the run. Everything went well, but now in the message, we have quotes, and that broke completely the code of the Slack message. So I must clean these two fields. You can see here. Let's do it. I'm going to add a new module, which is functions. And we are going to use string functions. You can apply it for arrays. You can sort them out. This is quite similar to classical code, if you ever touch it, where you're going to sort arrays, you're going to work with dates, other general ones like if, else, type conversions from numbers to strings, the other way around. You can even hash and encode text. And here's the cool thing, you have the transform one, which you can chain multi-step transformations in case, for example, you want to first trim some kind of character and then you want to add it with a number. So we're going to try that. The initial value, as we know, is going to be the message. And then we're going to chain here very visually the steps. Here you have a list of all the operations. It's super visual, it's super straightforward, and they have great explanations. So if you don't know where to start, just read it. In my case, I know that I want to trim out of white spaces. I know I want to replace. Actually, maybe I can let's see, maximum, average, you can, it's all together here because you have, if you do the chain, you can just access any type of operation. In my case, I want to stay with the strings. So what I want to do is replace, and I want to replace anything that looks like this with nothing in all of them. And now, without knowing it, you are using regex, and it's super easy. The barrier to use this is super low. And lastly, probably I want to also replace, I want to do another replace, where I'm going to replace this. Why not? If you don't select all occurrences, it's only going to replace the first one it finds. So I recommend you do all of them. Save. So now we know that in the thing I submitted, this is in the venue name, but then in the message, this should be fixed. And then here we also want to replace spaces, new lines. So I'm going to delete this one. And I'm going to add another module. In this case, I'm going to do a simple, again, replace. And I'm going to replace the venue name. And the pattern I'm going to replace again is anything like this, because we know they do it sometimes. Empty, perfect. In this case, I also want to replace the quotes. And I'm going to do a chain again. So each, and I'm discovering this now, each module only can modify one variable. Okay, you can chain different transformations, but you can only modify one variable at a time. It's free, so it's fine. So I'm going to add another one, again a chain, and now I want the venue name. Let's say also if you get like cities, or you get other type of data that you want to lowercase, uppercase, you want to capitalize, this one is useful for names or for cities. Or you want to extract a substring, for example, if you want to grab a handle. Sometimes in the website they put a long website and then the handle you can replace and just grab everything after the @ You can escape HTML if you are processing emails. And of course, you can do anything with numbers. So you could transform, and actually we're going to do it. Let's create a new variable. But let's fix the venue name first. So we're going to replace. And is the venue name, and then we're going to replace also this. A step, yes. We're also going to replace this. Let's map it out now. We know now the result of, I recommend we name it. So this one is going to be clean message, and this one is going to be clean venue name. Great, so now we can access this in a better capacity. Clean venue name, the result, and then here in the message, it's going to be the result of the message. Great. Now we're going to transform the variables, and they should feed into the Slack message clean. So let's submit a new form here where we're going to add some characters that should break the message. I want to partner, and then we're going to add the quotes. And then if I send this, it's going to be quite fast. Don't blink. The scenario is running. It's going to be valid. And then the data was processed. So let's see what happened. I want to partner. And now the result is clean. I want to partner. Fantastic. 0 credits. And then the message breeze bar, and the result is completely bad. So let's see what happened here. We replace the text. Okay, I did the mapping wrong here. And then the pattern that we wanted to replace. Okay, and this was an error on my mapping, I replaced the whole thing with this. So the replacement should be empty, and then what I'm trying to replace is this, also this. And I'm going to add a new step, which is replace the text. This is the venue name, right? So what I'm going to do also, apart from replacing every single character that would give me problems, I'm going to capitalize it so it looks nice. Save. Okay, let's test it again. Breeze bar, let's say this. And then here you say, I want to partner. And what else we can break? This should be capitalized, right? I'm going to activate it and process the submission. One is going to break, correct. Now success. So what happened here? The input was, I want to partner with my restaurant, and now we clean it up without these quotes that would break it. And then the input here was breeze bar, and now the output is breeze bar without the quotes and capitalized. Great. This completely modifies our concept of data transformation when we are using make, because now I can just save this. This is manual, and if somebody comes after me, they know perfectly what is happening because it's described in the operations. This is really nice. And also we can see the Slack message, how it arrives here, clean and working. Perfect. This is only for the Slack message, but you can also make it a loop to update your data, your Google Sheets, your Airtable, and clean back anything that lands in there, right? So you could have also a flow that continuously monitors every field that you want clean and process it using this methodology. So this is the final fix. I hope you like it, that you understood it. This applies for a lot of type of functions. You can stack them, which is super powerful, and it doesn't consume credits. Take this into account, and maybe it's the moment to migrate all of your dirty, ugly data transformations into clean modules like this. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like it.